Amitabh sir, can we start the session?
Yeah, I think we can wait for a couple of minutes. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I think we are almost 7 minutes past the time, so I think we can start. And I will just take 2 minutes to give us context to this program, to this 1 hour session which we are planning to have, and then hand over to you. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, dear parents. Thank you for joining in the evening. I know it's a working day and the weekend is just ahead of us. So, what we thought is let's take this opportunity to have this session to address you and to save you from the pain of coming down to school during the school hours for this one. But I can guarantee you that we will be having some sessions probably like this in school hours. But at least to start off, we thought that let's have it as an online one in the evening. So the purpose of this whole engagement, which we are trying to have, is introduce Allen as an after-school program for our students of classes 9 and 10 in the next academic session, that is 25-26. So that is the reason why the students who are in classes 8 and 9 in this academic session, we are addressing those students. You must have seen the notice which we had given along with the survey form. So some of the like the do's and like the some basic idea about the program was mentioned there, like how many days which we will probably go for, how many hours per day, whether there will be some support for the board, which means the school curriculum or not. So those type of things were mentioned, but we thought that there is a need for clarity in terms of the way this program will take place. As we mentioned in our notice, everything is subject to a certain number of students who enroll for the course, because otherwise, as you understand, Alan will not be interested in having this program in Garden High School. So I will just leave it at it. They will give you some idea about the program, and you are free to ask questions. I think if you think that there are certain questions which you will get back at a later point in time, that is also absolutely fine. So I think you have the numbers and the email IDs. You can send them mails or call them up. You can send mails to me as well. You probably have my email ID. Some of you interact with me on a regular basis, so you can send me emails. I will make sure that those are addressed directly to Alan, and the answers are sent back to you. So I think that's all from our side. I will be in a listening mode, uh, and I will hand it over to Alan. Thank you.
Thank you, Amitabh sir. So, first of all, we are really thankful to the school management and Amitabh sir to provide us this particular opportunity to interact with you. Myself, Devashish Sanyal, physics faculty and center head of Ellen Kolkata. So, dear parents and students, so what we are going to discuss in the next few minutes is that, like, what are the challenges for the student, what is Ellen system, and towards the end, as sir suggested, we will have a question answer session where you will be unmuted, and whatever things you have, whatever questions comes in your mind, you can ask. So let us start the session. Whenever we start the session, we start with the blessings of our mentor director sirs. So they have shown us what is how education can be revolutionized and how a place called Kota can be made so popular nationally and now internationally also. So this is the track record of Ellen. Ellen has over, like, it is a one institute, but there are more than 53 study centers are there, and 2.8 million students have benefited with the Ellen structure. Now, whenever we talk about Ellen, we talk about result. This is the result of this last particular year, this particular academic year. So you can see over here that every fourth success story in IIT and AIMS is powered by Ellen. So 4,425 IITians for this particular year are from Ellen, 660 for AIMS and NEET UG other colleges. This is the figure. Now our next thing comes in the mind, ki sir, this is the story of Ellen in pan India, but what is the success story of Ellen in Kolkata? So in Kolkata also, really, as a center head, I am really proud that in Kolkata also, in just within 2 years of time, you also know that result production is a very big task. And we have to groom the students from the beginning, from the junior level, which we call it as PNCF, Pre-Nurture Career Foundation. But within this 2 years of time, we have got phenomenal result. If you talk about IIT, there are many of our students who have gone into IIT from LN Kolkata, and many of the students have gone into AIMS also. And this result, when I talk about class 9th and 10th, 9th and 10th mein, it is not like that Arey sir, I will write down IIT or NEET exam, that is so after class 12. Right now, so I don't know also whether I want to become an engineer or a doctor. So is it not too early to expose to these all competitive examination? Na bachcho and parents also, that right now there are other small baby step milestones are there. Not baby step also, big step milestones are there. And there are, you have heard about maybe Olympiad. There are many, apart from SOF is there. Government level also there are many Olympiad, and this is the result. Just last to last week, these are results were published. So this is the result of LN students. You can see the photograph of LN Kolkata students in Olympiad. So this is your why a student of class 9th and 10th should aspire, should come into this competitive environment mode. Why? Because in meanwhile, not only this beta, RMO is there, NSC, GS, many exams are there, which benefits the student in this class. Apart from that, if you are preparing for these all examination, so that particular exposure what you get, that helps you in class 11th and 12th. You can get this feedback from any good senior. Okay, coming back. So again, this is the total number of students, those who have qualified from LN in different Olympiad exam. This is again pan-India data. Now, LN system. You have heard about LN system, but why LN system? So in LN system, there are 4 pillars. The first pillar of LN system are the faculties. I am also a physics faculty and center head over here. So everything is a faculty driven system. And because it is a faculty driven system, so you will see that many things, many policies, whatever are done with student in mind. So you will rarely see that LN faculty is teaching somewhere else, but the best of the best from different coaching institutes are coming in LN and teaching. You will see over there that whoever is coming to the LN, they have proved themselves at different places, and then they are coming to LN system. So faculties, we don't have a concept of part-time faculties or these all are full-time faculties, those who are teaching over here. Study material, second pillar, study material. In that study material, when the students are solving that study material, those who are in class 9th and 10th also, bachcho, that whatever is your target examination, whether as a junior science Olympiad or after that, there are other examination. These materials are specifically designed to train your mind. If you feel that sir, this material is very difficult, that means whatever is required of you, आपसे चाहिए अभी, और जहां पे अभी पैन इंडिया का जरूरत है, मतलब वो और आपका लेवल में वो डिफरेंस बहुत ज्यादा है. इसीलिए बच्चों, इसीलिए मॉड्यूल को शिद्दत से सॉल्व करना इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड थर्ड पॉइंट, ऑब्वियसली एलएन सिस्टम, इसमें बहुत सारा चीज है. एंड स्टूडेंट, पेरेंट्स, स्कूल का सपोर्ट, ये तो चाहिए ही चाहिए, इसके बिना हो नहीं सकता कुछ. तो ये these are the 4 pillars of LN system. Now, how LN is ensuring that the success is coming for the students? So these are the 4 things. Personal care, LN Papa. Yes, LN has a unique mentorship program which is called LN Papa. Eklavya goal setting. This is also unique initiative. Jahan pe before we start the batch, we take the input from the students, and doubt counters are there. Dedicated doubt counters are there. LN is known for that. Now, what are the challenges for the students now? So students, you will also understand the biggest challenge for the students in this year is peer pressure. Handling peer pressure is that a big challenge for the students, that I am doing good, but sir exam में जाकर डर लग जाता है. When I compare myself with the performance of other students, सब फिर अंदर से कुछ डर लगता है. तो peer pressure को कैसे handle करेंगे? और एक चीज आता है time management. I am able to do everything in home, but in the exam, in that pressure situation, I am not able to perform. और एक time management का ये है, sir, I am spending my time from morning to this much time I am spending in school. Then I come back home. After coming back home, then again the students are going here and they are coming back home late night. उसके बाद battery down हो जाता है, तो effective study नहीं होता. तो time management is a big issue. Then we see multiple advices. Nowadays, too much advices are coming from different sources. So that creates problem. We should always remember, students and parents, advice whatever you are taking, you should take from a trusted means, जिनका advice सुन के पहले भी result आया है, उनसे एडवाइस लेना बहुत जरूरी है। और दूसरा, that particular person who is giving you advice should have a soft corner for you, मतलब उनका एडवाइस सुन के आप जब अच्छा करेंगे वो इंसान को भी अच्छा लगेगा, ये बहुत जरूरी चीज है। और उसके बाद फिर efficiency loss, students are getting exhausted and students efficiency loss is there. If you see pan India also, there are certain states those who are producing very good result, तो जो लोग ज्यादा अच्छा रिजल्ट कर रहे हैं, if you analyze the performance of the student, वो लोग का सेल्फ स्टडी टाइम बढ़ रहा है। तो हाउ टू इंक्रीज द सेल्फ स्टडी टाइम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट, हाउ टू गो थ्रू दिस, नेविगेट द कॉम्पिटिटिव लैंडस्केप। ये जो स्टूडेंट के दिमाग में ये डाउट रहता है कि कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन है, स्कूल एग्जामिनेशन, अदर, both are two sides of the same coin, you have to understand that. And the solution to all this thing is this particular tie-up which we are trying to do, and we are really lucky that the school is also very much interested, we are also very much interested. So this, as Amitabh sir told, the after school program between Garden High School and Ellen. Now in this particular program you have got the basic idea, but in this program, why we will do this program, what are the advantage of this program? So the first advantage of this program is syllabus synchronization. Students, ये सुन के बहुत ही छोटा चीज लगता है, but if you talk to your seniors, सबसे मेजर प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि इन स्कूल दे आर टीचिंग ABCD, in coaching institute, this I am talking pan India, ये EFGH something is going on, and then फिर स्कूल का फिर एग्जाम आ जाता है, वो एग्जाम में, स्कूल का एग्जाम में if you miss that coaching institute, then that also creates problem for those students, because coaching institute मिस कर नहीं जाने से फिर स्कूल का एग्जाम इफेक्ट हो जाता है, और मिस करने से फिर इधर वाला नेक्स्ट क्लास इफेक्ट हो जाता है। तो when we are having this kind of syllabus synchronization, that whatever we are teaching, our thing is also common, we sit with the school, that almost same thing we are teaching, that solves the major problem for the students in the school examination also and in the coaching institute also. So syllabus synchronization is the first main advantage. And then second point, self-study time. You also know, students, in this condition of this particular Calcutta condition where traffic is also a major concern, and a big city like Calcutta, traffic is very big concern, तो आपका जाने आने का टाइम बहुत वेस्ट हो जाता है। तो ये अगर everything is available in the school under the same roof, then what happens is that whatever time you are saving for self study or all एक चीज, that you can utilize for doing other productive activities. Yes, हम मानते, कोई पेरेंट बोलेंगे सर सुबह से लेके वो स्कूल हुआ उसके बाद फिर ये हो रहा है, is this not hectic for the students? Parents, you have to understand that competitive examination means it is a challenge for the students. What as a parent we can provide to the students so that the probability of success increases, that we as a parent have to do. अगर शाम को बच्चे फ्री हो जाते हैं और घर में जाके वो रिलैक्स कर सकते हैं, अगला दिन का होमवर्क भी कर सकते हैं। नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं, फिर वो एलन हुआ, कोई और जगह हुआ, दे गो इन द इवनिंग टाइम एंड दे रीच बैक होम एट मे बी 8:30, 9, उसके बाद बैटरी डाउन हो जाता है, स्कूल का होमवर्क रहता है, ये रहता है, वो करने का टाइम नहीं मिलता है। दिस इज द चैलेंज विच ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स आर फेसिंग। एंड व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन? और उसके बाद फिर और एक चैलेंज होता है कि मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर कमिंग एंड डूइंग द क्लासेस ड्यूरिंग द वीकेंड, सैटरडे संडे दे आर डूइंग द क्लास। तो सैटरडे संडे का सेल्फ स्टडी टाइम, टाइम विद द फैमिली, ये सब चीजें हम पर होता है। सो इन दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग देयर इज बेटर टाइम यूटिलाइजेशन, एटलीस्ट आपका एक साइड का जाने आने का टाइम भी आपका बच जा रहा है। सो मोर better utilization of the time, this is the second advantage. Third advantage, obviously everything is under the same roof. Fourth point, that bigger competition pool, you are doing very good, but you are doing very good with respect to the students of your particular class, but here you will get a bigger competition pool. Whatever this particular class will happen in the school campus, but आपका जो भी एग्जाम होगा, that exam along with you, आपका जो फ्रेंड अगर हाजा कैंपस में, मिंटो पार्क कैंपस में, चिनार पार्क कैंपस में, बैरकपुर में कोई और स्कूल के साथ अगर इंटीग्रेटेड ये वाला आफ्टर स्कूल प्रोग्राम चल रहा है, सब एक साथ एग्जाम देंगे। So what you will get is that in a bigger competition pool, you will be able to know your performance. So that is again a very important चीज। हम लोग जो बोलते हैं ना, पेरेंट्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स की कॉन्फिडेंट होना चाहिए, कॉन्फिडेंस आना चाहिए, कोई भी चीज में कॉन्फिडेंस का बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस है। ये कॉन्फिडेंस कोई कॉम्प्लेन का जैसा चीज नहीं है। When you perform in these kind of scenario over a period of time, फिर अंदर से कॉन्फिडेंस आता है कि if I was able to perform in that exam, that means on that particular D-day also I will be able to perform. तो ये एक अंदर से आता है। और स्कूल एनवायरनमेंट आप लोग को भी पता है, स्टूडेंट्स, पेरेंट, दैट देयर आर सम अदर फैक्टर्स आल्सो, बाहर जाना आना, तो स्कूल एनवायरनमेंट में ही ये सब जिस इन्वायरमेंट में बच्चे एकदम नर्सरी से वो पहले से वो है, तो वो स्कूल एनवायरमेंट में इफ दे गेट दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्सपोजर, देन दैट इज अगेन पेरेंट्स का भी एक मन में निश्चिंत होता है, सेफ्टी एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स आल्सो इज नॉट ए कंसर्न। नाउ पेरेंट्स, एक बिग क्वेश्चन है कि ये जो हम लोग का होगा इसका टाइमिंग क्या रहेगा, ये सब चीज। So basically what we are proposing, what we have discussed with the school management is that we are going to have this program for class 9th and class 10th. और ये these are the timing, class timing. We are okay with little bit tweak also with this timing. लेकिन मोटा मोटी this will be the timing which will be followed. That class timing is 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. वेनेसडे हम लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं, मंडे ट्यूसडे थर्सडे फ्राइडे। वेनेसडे एक्चुअली हम लोग सब फैकल्टीज लोग का छुट्टी होता है, तो मंडे ट्यूसडे थर्सडे फ्राइडे। एंड देन कम सब्जेक्ट व्हाट विल बी टॉट। तो सब्जेक्ट में बेसिकली हम लोग का साइंस का जो सब्जेक्ट है, फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री बायोलॉजी, उसके बाद मैथ्स, उसके बाद वी ऑल्सो गिव एक्सपोजर ऑफ मेंटल एबिलिटी एंड सोशल साइंस। तो दीज आर द सब्जेक्ट विच विल बी टॉट। एंड नेक्स्ट एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आता है कि व्हाट इज द फीस। So you can, parents also, you can also take the screenshot of this. So for class 9, इसके पीछे नहीं दिख रहा है, this is class 10th. So for class 9th and class 10th, these are the fees. Lump sum fees till 20th of Jan is 73,000, 74,000, and after 20th of Jan, that is 80,000, 80,000. So this is the fees of LN. These all fees are for 1 year. The parents, those who are, अब आप लोग कभी आप लोग प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं, the parents, those who are there, many students are there who have written talent text exam in also. Talent text examination, those who have written. So our next thing will come, sir, can I avail that particular scholarship over here? Yes, yes, students. So that particular time, if anyone has not taken admission, but now you want to take admission based on that talent text exam which you have given in the month of October, yes, you can take that advantage also now and take admission. Another question comes in the mind, sir, I have taken admission at Allen Center. Can I transfer this to the school? Yes. Before the course starts, you can transfer without any paying any charge, or there will be a certain deadline कि इतना तारीख तक करना पड़ेगा. You can transfer, get it transferred from the Allen Center also, जहाँ पे भी आपका सेंटर पे आप एनरोल हो, वहां से लेकर स्कूल में. Yes, that can be done. Stipulated date दिया जाएगा कि इसके बीच में ये, तो that can be very much done. Then एक नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आता है पेरेंट्स के मन में, स्टूडेंट्स के मन में, कि हम लोग का जो ये होता है कि ये जो सर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन एंड स्कूल एग्जामिनेशन, स्कूल थिंग, is there not imbalance for the student? That is not, is it not exposing the students to many challenges? तो dear parents, एक्चुअली मतलब कि challenges तो है, ये जो सुबह से लेके शाम को 5 बजे तक, is it not a challenge? Yes, it is a challenge. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं as a parent we have to see that what kind of challenge increases the probability for our ward success. ये हम लोग को बस देखना है. Challenges तो होगा ही. Our classes are available at the center also. लेकिन ये हम लोग खुद ही बोल रहे हैं कि if we are coming over there, if Ellen is coming in the and the faculties are coming over there and teaching over there, so everything, every input. अच्छा, और एक चीज आता है, जो faculties those who are coming, सर यहाँ के लिए कुछ अलग फैकल्टी आएंगे? बिल्कुल नहीं. आपको भी पता है पेरेंट्स की हम लोग का सैटरडे संडे में सेंटर पे ज्यादा भीड़ होता है, तो जो फैकल्टी सेंटर पे पढ़ाते हैं सैटरडे संडे, जिस भी सेंटर पे ये आपका बच्चा हो सकता है पढ़ने के लिए जाता होगा, वही फैकल्टीज विल कम इन द वीकडेज, ये 2:30 बजे से लेके 5 बजे तक also. So therefore faculties and all those things whatever are there at the center, the same type of faculties, same faculties also, in fact not type also, same faculties also you will find at your school also. So these are the things which I wanted to tell. Ab more than my telling, your questions, and when I answer your questions, then things will become more clear. So now dear parents, students, I will tell Amit sir to unmute all, and whatever things are coming in your mind, that you can ask. So whatever things are coming in your mind, parents, students, you can ask. Amit sir, I think you are still mute. Yes. Now parents.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please tell.
Yeah. So I have only one question. So these sessions are very much time bound, and there is a date also fixed, right? So it might happen that some students, if because of their health or anything, they miss the classes, then how they will be covering that particular session.
Yes, very good point, ma'am. I will just add, that's what I told. These all questions will help me in explaining the things better. Yes, whenever the student miss a particular class or a session, Then there are recorded videos of that class. हम लोग अभी back end what we do is that for CBSE and ICSE students we record the content also. So not the direct content from the class, but what we do is that in the month of February March last time also we did, we entire chapter का recording हम लोग कर लेते हैं और हम लोग का एक LN का एक app है, वो ऐप में हम लोग वो कंटेंट अपलोड करते हैं. सो whichever, so answer to your question, if suppose a student misses a particular class due to whatever health reason, then he or she will see the content which is available in our app, which is there in our app. So over there they will see the content and then approach the faculty in the next class. तो वहां पे आपको सेम फैकल्टी भी, क्योंकि वो पूरा कोलकाता के फैकल्टी लोग मिलकर करते हैं, तो हो सकता है कोई टॉपिक एकदम सेम फैकल्टी मिल जाए, कोई टॉपिक कोई और फैकल्टी पढ़ाएंगे, लेकिन वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है पूरा कोलकाता का फैकल्टी में. सो आंसर टू योर क्वेश्चन मैम, वीडियो आर अवेलेबल.
Yeah, thanks for answering that. Also, I hope that worksheets and everything will be provided, right? I mean,
100% मैम, 100%. एलन का जो मॉड्यूल है, in that module itself we have done it in such a fabulous manner कि उसमें भी वर्कशीट का जो शीट्स है, उसमें क्लास 11 12 में हम लोग बिगनर बॉक्स बोलते हैं और ये क्लास 9 10 में हम लोग टेस्ट बॉक्स बोलते हैं. तो वहां पे whatever things the teacher are teaching, based on that students will find 5-6 questions. और ये
even if a student has not missed the class, I hope that recordings will be still available, right? For
Yes,
access
yes.
for recap
Yes.
and all everything. Okay.
yes, throughout the
Thank
year that will be available.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thanks. Any evaluation or anything happens over after these sessions?
Yes, yes.
Interim evaluation.
Very important point. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for asking that question. That yes, normally after every 21 days, the students are writing the test. Yes, but one thing is that for writing the test, normally these all tests for class 9th and 10th, we conduct on Sunday. So Sunday school का बंद रहता है, ये रहता है. So that we have to discuss. But Sunday, once in 21 days, the student might have to come to the nearest center for writing the test. And the test objective भी होता है और एक common doubt होता है कि parents का मन में कि objective तो understood, but what about subjective? What about writing? Yes, we conduct subjective exam also. So that subjective exam also is evaluated by the LN faculties and that is given back to the students also. So objective, subjective दोनों चीज का यहाँ पे रखा जाता है ख्याल. Then there is one more concern from the parent side. एक और point add कर देते हैं कि what about after joining this LN classes, is private coaching or ये these all things are required? We definitely tell it is not required because we are taking care. अगर और एक चीज पेरेंट्स पूछते हैं कि सर यहाँ पे तो पढ़ रहा है, अगर सैटरडे संडे कोई डाउट हुआ तो क्या सेंटर पे जा सकता है? बिल्कुल आ सकता है. देयर इज नो डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन सेंटर एंड द स्टूडेंट दोज हु आर इन्वॉल्व. लेकिन हाँ, रेगुलरली नहीं जा सकता. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि ट्यूसडे को यहाँ पे क्लास मिस कर गया तो सैटरडे को सेंटर पे आएगा. उसमें बस प्रॉब्लम ये रहता है क्योंकि चारों फैकल्टी सेम नहीं होंगे. हो सकता है फिजिक्स का सेम होगा, केमिस्ट्री का सेम नहीं होगा, तो वो बस दिक्कत होता है. बट फॉर सॉल्विंग और क्लैरिफाइंग द डाउट्स दे कैन वेरी वेल कम टू द सेंटर आल्सो. सो दैट्स नॉट एट ऑल एन इशू. Yes, please, ma'am.
My last question, only since you mentioned that the evaluation happens on Sunday, because Sunday typically we also have sometimes might be having certain other engagement also. So just want to know what is the schedule of these classes on Sunday, because here the schedule you have mentioned for weekdays.
Ma'am, this schedule which I have mentioned over here is about the regular classes. Sunday we have that testing mechanism, objective and subjective.
Right.
Normally we have from 9 to 10 a.m. and it is happening on Sunday. So that also happens after 21 days. So generally it will be once in a month. After 3 months it will be twice in a month.
And it will be only over the student need to visit a center, not online test.
Not online test, ma'am. Acha, हाँ, one more thing, ma'am. Again, thank you. Yeah, online test से याद आया. Now in that LN app there are many things which are there, many features are there. ये तो हम लोग बस ये school program को लेके we want to highlight. So I am not going into LN and all those things. Otherwise this will be very a long session. But LN app जो LN का जो नया app अभी आया, अभी धोनी सर भी उसका ऐड करने लगे हैं. So in that LN app there is a unique feature. This is really beneficial for the student. In your home also, you as a parent student has completed these all topic. You can select multiple topic, maximum up to 4. And these topic, and you can set the timer 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah, you can set the timers, easy, medium, difficult question, and then one after the another the questions will pop up on the screen of that app and the student will answer. And once that time, and there will be a timer also, there is an option of timer or without timer. So just at the end of the session, you as a parent will be able to understand that how your son or daughter has performed in that particular subtopic. और उसमें खास बात है कि whatever mistakes the students are doing, which particular sub concept the students are doing mistake, so that will go in a part of the app which is called improvement booklets. So whenever the student is writing the test, whichever sub concept he is weak or he has not done good or he has done mistake, so those are things you as a parent will be able to note also. So regular testing at LN center coming over here, that is to there, plus in the home, come from the comfort of the home also, in the LN app also, that testing mechanism is there. So yes, I was reminded of that. Yes, please, ma'am.
Thanks for explaining. Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes, questions gives us idea. उससे और भी बहुत सारा clear होता है. Any other questions? Whichever questions are coming in your mind, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Maybe you have already clarified, but I'll just ask again. So, one is you spoke about doubt clarifications where the students can go to the Allen Center and get the doubts clarified, right? What I was really interested in understanding is, do we plan to have, dedicated doubt clarification sessions, or is it just like if and when they have it?
Nah, dedicated doubt. This is part of Ellen's teaching pedagogy, sir. At the center also, and wherever we are going, we have dedicated doubt clearing sessions. So we will have dedicated doubt clearing sessions. And apart from that, the students can come to the year also at the center also. But yes, in the school, dedicated doubt clearing sessions will be there. Whichever school we do, that is there.
Okay, thank you, sir. And the second question that comes to mind is, and again, maybe you have already said this. So is it similar or same as the sessions that you're conducting in your centers, or is there a kind of special, structure that you have created for the school sessions?
No, sir, I will just add over here, that is same. Whatever advantage of these all LN structure and all those things you will get over there. Only advantage over here in the school is that and that is also a big advantage, that homogeneous group of students. I as a teacher also, whenever I am teaching in a batch also, if there are students from different background, someone is at very high level, someone is at lower level, so that creates a problem for the students and their faculties also. So over here, when we are going in a school, we get a homogeneous batch. So suppose a particular topic is there in the school. So that particular, I told, course synchronization, these all advantages are there. But whatever LN system, LN teaching pedagogy, LN module, LN all those things, everything will be given as it is there at the center, that will be given over there with an added advantage of homogeneous batch.
Thank you, Such. That was really transparent and clear. Last question maybe from my end, and this comes from the fact that one of my relatives has already attended LN and has got really good results out there. He's in IIT right now. So,
Which IIT, sir?
IIT Indore.
Acha, wah.
Okay. So, I do have my trust on Alan, and that's why I'm asking this. He told me something about a SRG group of, teaching. So there's another. So do we plan to have similar things here also?
Yes, sir. What is over here is that SRG group is an add-on thing which we give to the students. There are certain add-on things like I told you about NSCGS and these all I showed you. So whenever these kind of workshops are there, in between, like last year, what happened in between, the faculties came from LN also, LN Kota also over here, and they had this particular session. So whenever these kind of things are there, as other students, LN students can take part, so these students can also take part. So that is very well option is there. If a student is selected on the basis of performance from this, so there is an option of SRG add-on thing also which is given to the students. So that is very much option is there, sir. But only thing is that timing, like for example, like for class 9th, normally what we do is that add-on thing we give to the student in the evening time. Thursday, normally for class 8th and 9th, that add-on thing we give it varies also from center to center. For few center, we give it in the evening time from 5 p.m. So 5 or 5:30 p.m. So in that case, we have to tweak it little bit. 5:30 we have to make the timing, so that if there are certain students, those who can attend that, attend that, and it will be useful for them, so that particular exposure can be given. So answer to your question, yes, they can very well, not only SRG, NSCGS, there are certain special classes also which we conduct for maths also, RMO, pre-RMO and all those things. So everything is facilities provided. But yes, one over here important thing is there, for these are special classes for few selected students, when we are doing it, at the center, so that time the student has to come to the center.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much, sir. That clarifies.
Welcome. Huh. And one more thing from here, one more thing, many students, those who have not written any exam, then ASAT examination, next Sunday also it will be conducted, whichever center is nearer to you, you can fill that ASAT form. Ek minute, just 1 minute. Amit sir, battery I think is down. Next slide is not coming. Huh. So when you can go for that ASAT examination. So if anyone has written talent test examination or not written talent test examination, then they can write down that ASAT examination. That particular ASAT examination will be conducted, is conducted on Sunday. So today is Friday. If you want, you can enroll tonight itself. Yeah, just that you will come there. I will go to the next slide. So over there, that ln.ac.in, that is the website. Over there you can go, and there you can enroll the student for that test. You can enroll till 3 p.m. tomorrow, till 3 p.m. tomorrow for the test, which will be conducted day after tomorrow. That test will be conducted between 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. That will be an offline test. The students need to come to the center and write down that test. And based on that test, within 1 day, maybe on Monday, the result will come. And when I was showing you the fees also, so this is a normal LN pedagogy thing. That's why we wanted to have this session at the earliest, because after 20th Jan, the fees will increase. So if you are interested, you can take admission as 7,000, 7,000, 6,000 difference is there after and before 20th of Jan. So they can write down the test. The test, whichever they are writing, that test is also throughout Pan India. That is a common test. You will be given, student will be given scholarship based on the performance, Pan India level. And whatever scholarship is given, that is on the total fees. Then based on the scholarship, you can think of taking admission if you are thinking. And then before 20th, this is the fees. So these are the things. And still it is not working. Next question, sir.
Yeah, I have a question. So
I have a
I
question.
have joined late. So probably you've already answered these questions. So when would the session start for class 10?
Yes, sir. These all things we are planning to do for the next academic year, which will be happening from the first week of April. Here, one more thing I have to remind that, like first week of April, it will start. And these all things, whenever the school holidays are there, in LN system, normally the holidays are less. Whenever the school holidays are there, that time also we may have the classes. We will have, I think, the classes in between, because homogeneous batch we can discuss. Whenever the school examinations are there, we will keep the classes off. So we have to utilize the holidays. So especially for class 10th, because board examination, we have to finish the syllabus in the month of October, especially for class 10th. So holidays will be a little bit less in LN system. If that we have not discussed, if the school is okay, our faculties will go over there. Or if the school is totally closed, because that happens, then during that particular time, student will have to come to the center. That nearest center also I was asking is around 3.5 kilometers, I think, from the school. Any other question?
In when the class 10 student takes the course, so you will be teaching only the as per ICSE syllabus class 10 syllabus, or you will be teaching extra other than ICSE syllabus?
Again, a very good question. Thank you, sir. So first thing is that we have a separate batch for ICSE and CBSE students, separate batch, separate study material, everything is separate. So that we will follow. Then the next question comes, ICSE batch does not, see the basic idea, the course flow, everything will be according to ICSE, but application point of view, there will be minimum 20 to 25% jump will be there. When you see LN module, you will understand that. The kind of questions also, whatever we are asking, you will understand that. So answer to your question is yes, ICSE school based total syllabus will be there, course flow, everything will be there. Application wise, minimum it varies from 25 to 30%. Application point of view, you will find more conceptual clarity oriented questions, and that is the need of that's what even IIT and these all competitive examinations are asking. So ICSE curriculum, application wise, numerical oriented question, 25 to 30% of higher level as compared to ICSE school based thing. Sir?
Yeah, you answered my question. The only last question probably I have is it understanding between Garden High School and LN together, or an initiative from LN?
No, both together, sir. Both together means, yeah, I am really, I had an interaction with Amitabh sir last year also, yeah, but that time we were late. So that time, yeah, Garden High School, I am telling you the few other stories also, that when I came to Bengal 4 years back, over there last 2 years back also, a very good student who was there in the beginning was from this school. So I was not knowing the name of many schools also, but Garden High, there are many toppers, those who have studied in our center, those who are right now also studying, are from Garden High School and are performing very good. So I had that particular idea in the mind that this particular school is academic oriented school, and it will be really, because ultimately coaching industry is all about result, yeah, and so good student, getting good student for a coaching institute is also very much important. And Garden High School, I have that regard. So therefore, both way it is there. Sir has also, then I met him once last year also, and then again this year. And I'm happy that we have come to this particular stage.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah, one more question. This exams, because you mentioned this exam is on this Sunday.
Yes.
So actually, there is another exam. Already we have registered from school only. It is a Unified Council exam. Is also there on Sunday. It's also back to back. So I need to know that is there any other date?
Yes,
or-
ma'am. Yes, there is another date, but over there, that admission thing you have to just hurry. 12th is the date. You get 1 week of time for taking admission.
Okay.
After that, 19th also exactly, but after that, preceding week it does not happen like that. But 19th, because 20th is the last date, 19th also a similar ASAT exam is conducted. The result of that ASAT, whatever information we have, that will be declared on 19th itself. Even if it is not done on 19th, 20th it will be there. Then you will have only 1 day time to take that special fee benefit advantage. You can take admission on 20th itself. So answer, you have two options. One option is that they can take the test this Sunday, and you will have 1 week of time to think over it, and or else the student can take the test on 19th and take the admission on 20th in order to avail that special fee benefit.
Okay. For 9th standard, the exam of this admission test, the syllabus will be on class 8, or how it will be?
Now, ma'am, right now, since the student have, suppose 8th class student is there, they will come in 9th next year. So right now, existing class, whatever has been taught, the syllabus will be based on that. When you go to this particular website, www.ac.in, and if you have any confusion, one more thing, this number is also there. This number is also there, 9513 668181. You can take the screenshot of this. You can take the screenshot 9513 668181. So whatever any other query also you have, you can call on that number. And website is this. You will go into the website, then ASAT you will get that blinking thing at the top itself. You can fill the form over there. And our sir has also written the number over there. Yes, sir. You can post the number. Yes. Any other questions, sir, ma'am?
No, and this fees amount, which you mentioned before 20th Jan admission, is that payable at one time, or is that partly payable? I mean,
both the options are there, ma'am. When these all things, so both the options are there. Pay one time is so there itself, and then Alan has done tie up with certain those all things institutes are Bajaj Finance, and these all things. So they will take your PAN card, some CIBIL score, and all, and then that can be converted. So that is there, but those all are third party things, not from Alan side. And in Alan side also, one more thing I am telling, there is an option from Alan side also, but that option of paying, that is there from class 11th onwards, not from 9th, 10th, but you can take the help of third party.
So this is the fees for 1 year, basically payable. It is payable at the during the admission only.
Yes, ma'am. This is all are the fees for 1 year, all inclusive of GST and everything. And whenever we take that fees, that means all academic things are taken care of. In between, if we have to send the student to Kota also, if that happens, last year also we had sent one student. So everything is included in that particular cost itself. So if many things we have to plan also sometimes in order to get those kind of result. From this center also, from where we are going live right now, Somil Maiti, one student. So we have sent him to Kota also. So these all things. Whatever education here, everything comes under this particular fees, whatever input is required.
Just one clarification. I think based on the test, the students may get a scholarship on top of this value which you are quoting.
Yes, yes, sir, 100%.
So to answer Mrs. Biswas, like that is the total amount which, at the worst case, a student has to pay. But based on the either the talent text or the ASAT exam, the student will probably get some scholarship, so that that figure will again come down.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain how this is calculated? So, if a student gets 80% scholarship in the Allen exam, or also on the October exam, they've got 80% scholarship. How is the calculation done? Because I think there is some standard fees for the books and exams and other stuff,
I
right?
will tell. Again, thank you, ma'am, for asking that particular question. What happens is that in Allen thing, whatever things the students are getting, whatever scholarship the students are getting, that scholarship is on the total expenses. Like why I'm telling this is that there are many institute. What they do is that scholarship is given, student got 100% scholarship, but 100% scholarship is based only on tuition fees, which is 50% of the total fees. So Allen, it is nothing like that is there. Total fees, whatever total fees, what I showed you over there, 73, 74 was there till January. On that total fees, the scholarship is given. So if a student has got, say, for example, 50% scholarship, so directly that particular, say, if the fees is 80,000, it will directly become 40,000. So that on the total fees, there is no concept of breaking it down into different thing. And then, and one more thing, question I came in my mind, that if there is an year that after studying for say 1 week, my ward has not understood, not going up to the mark, he is not satisfied, is there any refund policy? Yes. Allen's website itself, these all things are claimed, and this is, I'm not talking about the school, this particular thing, pan India for all centers, that is very much stated. You can check in Allen's website also. So there are some rules within 15 days, within 30 days, 45 days, like that breakdown is there. So if the Allen students are not at all understanding, we also have many sessions for them. And then if still they don't want to continue, so there is this policy also, they reduce certain amount, 20%, some 15, based on the date that varies, and rest of the money goes back to the parents within 45 working days. So Allen is very much transparent. Many places you will see 2-year program, 4-year program, but Allen is not like that. 1-year program, after 1 year, if the student parents are satisfied, they will continue for the next year. So these all things are there. Yes, any other doubt or question?
Yeah,
I have a question.
I have
One second.
Should I
I
go
have a
ahead?
question. Should I go ahead?
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
The question is like, see, you have a minimum number of students to conduct the classes. So at the times of taking the admission, I do not know who drops out and who doesn't drop out. Say, for example, 20 is the number, and I take the admission, and suddenly the number is less than the 20, it becomes 15. So is there a chance that then will the classes be conducted in the school, or we have to go back to the center? That's the question I have.
Again, a very good question, sir. Thank you again. So this particular thing, that's why this logistic things also we have to see. But yes, one thing is there, whenever we start this kind of thing, then we also do know that that particular flexibility has to be there, because first year itself you cannot expect. But this ASAT examination which students are writing, sir, after this particular session also, this is so just what Amitabh sir also told. School, we will also tell the school also to tell a interested Google form that how many of you are interested, and parents also will go through all the angle, how many of them are interested, they will fill the Google form. This particular ASAT examination which is there, how many are writing, we will also get a picture that how many students are writing ASAT examination. That means these many students are interested for writing that ASAT. Achha, one more thing, for ASAT examination, 500 rupees is the charge for filling that ASAT examination. So that also is one more thing. So, and you can pay it online, different options are there. So we will monitor the number of ASAT, how many are writing, and school will send a form also from the school side that how many of you are interested after this session also. And so that school will also get an idea, we will get an idea, and then we will go ahead. Okay, sir?
Yeah, the query was more or less like the numbers. The numbers we say with the ASAT or whatever, say out of the 20, only 15 takes the admission, which is below the margin. So in that case, you will be shifting from school to the center, or you will still keep it in the school itself?
Still, we will keep it at the center. We will keep it, at the school. Even if the number is 20, it is 15, still we will keep it at the school.
Yeah, that was the more confirmation I needed, because once we admitted and suddenly people don't turn up, then it's another
thing. Actually, I will tell you one more thing, sir. There are some other, I should not name other schools, but few other schools also there we are doing. numbers, but once we have committed for a academic year, we don't change it.
And the final question I would have, since you are already tweaking the syllabus of Allen with the school examination.
Again,
so
I will tell you
since
one thing, sir. I will tell you just one thing, sir. It is not that
Yeah.
we are tweaking the Allen syllabus. Our syllabus, even if I want, I am the center head, but even if I want, I cannot change, because that is common syllabus which we follow. And I cannot tweak it, because I told you the examination which they will be writing, that will be common throughout. For other school students will be writing that examination, so that in a bigger pool of students, they will be knowing their performance. What I tell tweaking means, suppose what happens is that I have to teach in that particular sequence. If school has this particular chapter which is not there according to our course flow, aram se homogeneous batch is there, group of students are there, we will teach this chapter, we will call the students extra. Someday maybe I am telling someday we will teach little bit beyond the time, or we will start little bit before the time, so that we are able to finish. So we will have that collaboration, that particular mutual understanding with the school, and we will do that thing so that the students will not have problem. Yes, sir.
Yes, in that aspect, just wanted to know that, see, our exam is on, for example, is in August. So will you be conducting a revision kind of activities for based on the same syllabus?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whenever we do that, we will sit with the school, and whatever is the syllabus, we will send the course flow what we are having, Pan India, whatever course flow we are following, we will follow it we give it to the school, and we will sit with the school, and we will see that, okay, till August month, according to our course flow, we are completing up to this much. So then the school examination also that much will be given. So that particular thing, course synchronization, we do in the beginning of the session itself, so that the students don't face problem.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Any other questions? Or else we can wrap up the session. So the students, once again, and parents also, that ASAT examination, allen.ac.in, we encourage all the students to write down, and the students, those who have come also over here, many students have joined late, so in the class also you can discuss, you pass on the information to other students also, so that, because ultimately that number is important. And yes, if any of you have any other queries, then you can just write down your, once we will end this session also, then also this will be on for whatever doubts you are having, any other doubts, you can just write down your name, contact number, so that we can also get back to you. So if you have any doubt, you can write down your name, contact number, and doubt, so that that particular thing, our person can get in touch with you. Yes, some parent was telling something. Yes, sir, please.
So what was the kind of batch size you are looking for?
Batch size means normally, ma'am, that varies from here, what we have discussed with the school, and that with 20 also we are most comfortable to start the batch. Even if that is little bit less than that also, then also that is fine. But at our center, what we are, if you ask also, or maybe your nearby neighbors might be studying, so in our centers, the batch strength, we tell it as 40 to 45, we tell.
Okay. Thank you.
Amitabh sir, can we wrap up the session?
Yeah, just one clarification. What we discussed is it's around 25, but I think it can be slightly negotiable as well. I think Mr. Bikram there raised a very important and valid question. Like at the time of, say for example, I am a parent and I enroll my child, and at that time that whatever number is being maintained, but suddenly the number drops. Then what happens? Then should I start running to the Allen Center at Hajra or wherever? So as you understand, parents, it's a very difficult call to make at this point in time. But from the school's perspective, we can assure that we will try, along with Allen, what will be the best and beneficial for the students. So that's sort of an assurance we can give. But academically, if we discuss, say suddenly if it becomes 2 students, then it doesn't make any sense, right? So technically speaking, yes, there is a possibility, but practically speaking, we will try our best so that this becomes a success. One request to all the parents who are here, and also to tell the others through their children, through their wards, the other students of their class, that there is no harm in sitting for the ASAT exam. you can sit for the exam and you still don't enroll yourself. But the reason I am telling this, the reason we have been sending so many communication, so many notification about today's session, and I'm very sorry to say that still the number is very appalling to me. So I expected a higher number, because there is no harm in knowing what is there in store, even if I don't avail it. So similarly, please, if you think so, please sit for the exam. Then you have time to decide whether you think you whether you decide to enroll your child in this program or not. But let's not close the doors at the first place. Let's try to keep the doors open for a while, and then decide. If it doesn't work, of course there is no compulsion from anyone, neither from Allen nor from school. But at least in the initial stages, please try to see the benefits of it. This is the very first time we are doing, as some of you may be knowing, that we are doing an in-house special science course for classes 7 and 8. We are doing this for classes 9 and 10 with Allen. If things go well, we will extend it for classes 11 and 12 as well. So the whole purpose is so that our students are getting the benefit of the best, some of the best in the industry, and do well in the future competitive exams which they're sitting anyway. I think that's all. And thank you for your time. Any questions?
Can I ask
Yes.
one last question?
Yes.
Because I joined late the session. Okay, so my question is, say, my daughter who is in class 10 of Garden High School, she starts the session in April for physics class, and the syllabus that is being covered in school is different than what is being taught in LN. So that would be difficult for her to cope up. So suppose the chapter 3 is going on in LN and the school is on chapter 1. So it's a missync. So would it be since it's a program in the school, so both will be aligned, LN and school?
Is I think what Mr. Sannal just mentioned throughout the session is there is something called a school synchronization program. So that is again something which is very unique to the school programs. So wherever Allen goes, whichever school, they will try to have a synchronization with that school. Again, this synchronization, as you can understand, cannot happen when a child goes to the center, because in the center there are students of different schools. So in your example, someone can have chapter 1, someone can have chapter 2, someone can have chapter 3. So I think that part will be addressed as much as possible. And that's what I think he explained, that in some cases, if there is a gap, then there may be some extra time, maybe some extra sort of things which are there. I think the other thing which Mr. Sannal I wanted to emphasize is, you will also find that there is one online class apart from those 4 offline classes, which is actually taking care of this ICSC and add-on thing. So that is also there. So the whole point is to try, is not to sacrifice the ICSC results for the sake of something which is not even there at this point in time. So when a student is in class 10, the first thing is the ICSC exam.
Yes.
The IIT exam is even 2 years down the line. So we will go through the steps. We will not jump the steps. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, sir, for answering this.
Sir, one last question, if time permits. So let's say on 20th is this time, Alan has mentioned the last date to payment for certain price slab, right? So if because this is a collaboration program with the school as well, so while particular student is qualifying, might be if we are going for an admission, we don't know whether the final session will be, I mean, all those number will be matching or not, whether the session will be at school or outside. So how that particular, I mean,
I didn't get your question, but what I understood from what Mr. Sannal just explained is that there is a figure, like say for example 74,000 or something, which will become 80,000, right? So be the classes in Garden High School campus or it is in some other center, that 74 or 80, that part remains the same based on before 20 or after 20, right?
It is not for 70 or 80. What I am asking that until all the students does their admission, we will know the count of the batch, right? And then we will also we won't be confirmed that whether the classes will be at school or outside, because that is my doubt. Because you have told that it is a 25 or some number you are looking for.
Yes, let me take the liberty of saying it on behalf of Alan. I think in terms of the priority, having the child in Alan is a higher priority than having the child having a course in Garden High School premises. So it's a mix of the two. It is a marriage of the two. I understand, but I think if it is just a class at Garden High School, then the priorities to me is not proper. The priority should be that whether I want my child to go for Allen or some other institute. And then if it is in the school, that is the added advantage. Also, there is one more thing which we missed. There will probably be an additional 5% or something discount for the students of Garden High School.
Yes, sir.
On
Yes.
top of this. So, but those are the financial things. I understand your point that if, say, for example, that number is not met, then we have no other option but to go to the some of the centers. But my question is that is it the Garden High School location or the child studying in the school that is the only advantage? Don't think like that. Think that Allen is the advantage. On top of that, Garden.
No, because because then
I-
the second the
I will-
timing and dates will be different, and
I will-
all that
I
we
will
are
just-
looking for. Yeah, will
I will
be
just add one thing, ma'am. So, like
Yeah.
what sir said, what maybe all the parents are over here, sir is also here. Maybe what we can do is that maybe on Wednesday, we will also see the number, how many are writing SAT. And it is not that you are writing SAT, what sir, Amitabh sir also told you are writing SAT and immediately you have to take admission on Monday. Now we have time. So maybe one Google form means now as the students' parents, there are many parents, those who have joined also, they will also discuss, students will go Monday, Tuesday, they will discuss and explore all the things. Then maybe Wednesday, from the school side, one Google form, Amitabh sir, if we can send that, how many of you are interested, and then we can come to a conclusion. You will be also assured.
Now we have done a survey. We have done a survey which has already happened some time back. So we have seen the numbers. We also had some of the students who sat for the Talentex exam in October as well. So those numbers are also there. Also, I think one clarification which can be made. I don't know if any of the parents whose wards have given Talentex exam are here or not, or students who have already taken admission to Allen in any of the centers. As Mr. Sannal said, those can be converted to the in school as well.
Yes,
so,
sir.
So those are all there. So I think the survey part is over. We have done the survey. We can see, and I cannot comment on the 20th date because that is Allen's own decision. So we cannot have any point in trying to argue with that. So that is what they have decided. That is, I guess, pan-India thing.
Pan-India.
So I leave it to the parents. But one thing, because this is a recorded call, so if the recording can be made available in a YouTube or something, some form, so that what we can do is that we can straight away send it on Monday to all the WhatsApp groups. So those who are not part of this session today, they can also, if they wish to, they can go through it and they can have some of the clarifications which they may be having.
Okay, sir. Good evening. Actually, one small thing. My daughter is studying in grade 9, but actually, since I was traveling, so we could not fill up the survey form, and also she has not faced the talent exam also. So, can my ward get the opportunity to enroll now?
See, as Mr. Sannal said, that if you have not given the Talentex exam, then you have to sit for the SAT exam. So you can always give, because there are 2 dates. You can go to the site which he mentioned, and you can enroll yourself. Regarding the survey form, you can just drop a mail with the survey form, you are interested or you are not interested. So you can just send a mail to school with one line that whether you are interested or you are not interested. Even if you don't have the survey form right now available, you can still mention your choice as a mail, right? So you can always tell that. So that part is there. But That
Okay.
is not a registration. That is just a survey that has nothing to do with Allen as such. That is a survey done by the Garden High School.
Yeah.
Now, for the registration and the formal procedure, then you have to go to this one, as I think he's showing.
This is the website, sir, allen.ac.in. On this particular side, you will see apply online for ASAT. You have to click over there, and then you can do that. That number, mobile number, and all those things will be required. So this is, you have to enter email ID, password, re-enter password. Yeah, these all things are there. You have to do all those things, and then you can go ahead with the process. You can do it just now. Also, you can do it, and tomorrow. But a day after tomorrow, the test is there on Sunday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We have to arrange the question paper also and all those things. So till 3 p.m. on Saturday, this is a common rule pan India. 3 p.m. Saturday, you can register. So from now till 3 p.m. you can register. After that, you cannot register.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the question.
And just one question from my end to you, Shanal,
Yes.
that if, say, for example, a child, and it can be applicable to others as well, if a child has or had, I think it can be put on mute. I think there is one parent who is on. If you can just put her or him on mute. Yeah. So the question is that if a student is, I think she is not unable to. Yes.
No.
Yeah. So the question is that if a student already sat for Talentex and has got, based on the result, has got one X percentage of discount and is sitting now for ASSET and is getting Y percent of discount and Y is greater than X. So which one will be applicable? That is one. Second, second question is that I say, for example, sat for the Talentex exam based on my scholarship. I have got a discount already. I now want to shift my center to Garden High School, and I sit for ASSET, and I now have got a better scholarship. Is it possible? And if whether that is not possible, but
That is not possible.
okay. If I take admission, that is not possible. But if I have not taken admission between the two tests, is it possible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what you told X and Y, whichever test they have given, whichever is highest, that at the time of admission the student will tell us. But yes, once that they have paid the fees and they have enrolled, now that particular change is difficult. And third thing is that if a student has enrolled at our Hajra campus, before the course commencement, they can change also. There will be a certain date which we will tell without paying anything. Normally,
Right.
when there is a transfer from one center to another center, they have to pay the fees, but we will give a particular date, because when the students have taken admission, these all things the students were not knowing. So therefore, these all tie up and all those things. So without any charges, they will be able to transfer from Hajra center to school center also. Yes, sir. Amitabh, sir.
No, that's fine. That is the only thing which I wanted to know. The other part you have already explained, that there is no charges for changing the center. I think we have already overshot by 10 minutes. If there are no other questions at this point in time, I think we can call it a day. Parents, if you have any questions later on, please send a mail or call the numbers which are there in our notices as well. And I think mentioned by Mr. Sannal, or you can send a mail to the school. We will be there to help you out.
Thank you, Amitabh, sir. Thank you, parents. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.